Godzilla's been taking on the Justice League, and now it's Marvel's turn. What's up everyone, and welcome to Dangerville. We have you guys another Atomic News update. So let's get straight on into it. Nearly 50 years ago, the G-Man faced off against the iconic superheroes from Marvel for the very first time. And now here we are finally getting another go at it. The original series came out between 1977 and 1979, and now of course it's been updated for modern times. Meaning we're getting a nice new paint job here. Now there's going to be at least 6 all-new original stories spread across many different Marvel eras that this comic series will go through, starting in March of this upcoming year. We've been given a quick little tease at the very first issue, which will be Godzilla versus the Fantastic Four. Now as far as we know, I'm not exactly sure if Godzilla's actually going to be in this issue because the details given says that it's going to be the Fantastic Four against Galactus teamed up with Godzilla's big rival, King Ghidorah. So while Godzilla's not exactly mentioned, I think there's a good chance that he shows up towards the end, perhaps to fight Ghidorah. And on top of the Fantastic Four, we're also going to see, of course, the Avengers and even the X-Men, which we get a nice preview of this in this image here. There's a lot of icons in this picture right now, and it looks like we're going to be getting a Toho variation of Godzilla. Looks like something post-2000. So if you're one of those people that like seeing Godzilla go into all these different universes, well, that one's going to be pretty exciting, and I'd like to see where it goes forward. Moving away from the big G-Man, I got some bad news for everyone. Yet again, there is no Jurassic World Survival news to talk about after this year's Game Awards show. With Jurassic World Rebirth's release date just coming closer and closer to us, and still we have nothing on this game, it's getting a little odd as to why we're not hearing anything about this game, especially after the reveal trailer got everybody really excited. We haven't gotten anything, like no bit of information for this game since then, and that's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on there, but fingers crossed they get it figured out. But fret not, there was another big dinosaur game revealed. Turok is making a comeback with Turok Origins. Now back in the late 90s, I loved me some Turok, especially the second one. I just have parts of that game imprinted into my brain that will just never go away. And I've been waiting for a proper remake on that game for as long as I can remember. So Origins here, it looks like it's gonna be kinda cool at least. It's probably going to be a multiplayer-centered Monster Hunter style Elden Ring or Space Marines 2 game because, well, it's made by the same developers as the folks who made the new Warhammer game, Saber Interactive. And I love that Warhammer game, but seeing this version of Turok is, I don't know. It looks cool, like I said, but it almost looks too clean, too cybery. I really like the old school kind of, primitive vibe of the Turok series. Always it had elements of futuristic, aliens and crazy weapons that just don't make sense. But this new one, I don't know. I don't like the biosuit. It looks a little goofy, I'm not gonna lie, but the game itself still looks fun, and I'm excited to see more. And I know that some people are having some issues with the third-person view in this game, and I want to try to not judge it for that as well. It does make it look not really like Turok. I mean, the only reason why this looks like a Turok game is because of the main characters and, of course, the dinosaurs. But I'm not gonna get too negative on that because everybody was, bashing the new Indiana Jones game for being a first-person game instead of a third-person game, and honestly, that game is amazing, so I'm gonna wait to play the game or see more on it before I fully get all judgy. And keeping in the world of video games, Primatus Rex is playable in Excedo right now, so if you're into that game, you can go have fun with our very own monster, which will be facing off against GojiCenter's Indominus 2.0 soon enough. We have a special video that's been in the works for a little bit now that will be coming out, hopefully, very soon after you see this video, if not already out by the time you see this, so stay tuned for that on the channel. And if you like all forms of monsters, not just kaiju, the new Witcher game had a sweet reveal trailer as well, so that was awesome. I love the Witcher series. If you want us to talk about that when that game comes out, let me know down in the comments. Of course, it's monsters, and I think you guys like them, right? And continuing talk about non-kaiju monsters, there's this new Gorge movie coming out on Apple TV. And while it doesn't show all that much, it's a new movie that looks really good, and it shows some sort of monster in there at one point. It looks freaky, and it's made by the same people that are working on the Monsterverse series, and Apple's been claiming that they're the go-to place for monster television movies or series and all that, so this might be pretty good. So if it is good, we're going to talk about it on the channel as well. So as you guys can tell, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up in the future. The MonsterVerse is being a little quiet, but hey, everything else is kind of getting the engine turned on and moving forward. And if you're excited for any of the things that we talked about today and you haven't subscribed to the channel already, feel free to go ahead and do so. And I will see you guys in the next one.